Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be going over something that is a $2 billion a year business, or you can make billions. I don't know if it's exactly $2 billion, but you can make billions of dollars off of this business, and it's something that we all love to watch. It's called sports. This will be going over how to own a sports team, how much it will cost, how to maintain it. Let's get into it. Let's start with NHL. Okay, let's go to the NHL. Well, first, you want to own a team, you click on this video, so yeah, you probably do. I would probably buy a team and not start one, because in the end run, it will probably be cheaper to buy one, because if you start one, you have to get an arena and get a logo and get entry, and that can cost a lot of money. Those bills start to add up. Where if you buy an NHL team, it's already set up, you already have an arena, you have already been granted entry, so the expensive things are probably going to be a little bit less. Well, do you have any money? That's the next question you have to ask yourself. If you do, okay then. If you don't, and you really want to buy one, you probably just want to pretend that you have money until it's too late. And then if you're applying to purchase a team in a large market with a rich history, you probably want to go for a smaller to medium-sized market. A big market's probably not going to be for sale, because a lot of money is probably being made off of that. But also, you probably want to have a more loyal fan base when you're getting a NHL team. If you want to have a Southern United States team, it's probably going to be costing less. It just seems like it would cost less. But if you're applying to purchase a team in the Southern U.S. or non-traditional market, ask yourself this: have you not read the article on economics of hockey? Have you succeeded at everything you've ever tried, and you want to see this whole failure? Do you want someplace you can go in the evenings in the week during the winter? Do you want a judge to recently ordered you to pay half your net worth to your ex-wife? Your lawyer tells you it would be slightly less obvious than setting a giant pile of money on a fire. This probably isn't the right article, but I'm going to go with the jokes. You probably want to be more familiar with the sport of hockey, because you're going to be hiring people like GMs and maybe even coaches, so you want to have a good known. You're probably not going to want to go on just the fucking Mighty Ducks movie. Do you have an in-depth plan for financing a state-of-the-art arena for your team? If you don't, just click off the video right now. Just go. Can an in-depth plan be summarized into entirely get the city to pay for it? If no, then just go somewhere else, because if you own your own stadium, I'm thinking that's better. What is your ultimate goal of purchasing it? Just fostering a sense of civic pride with your community, winning a Stanley Cup. Those two would probably be better. Having several enemies, and fostering a sense of civic pride within whichever community you're threatening to move the team to. If you're not planning to be one of those owners who writes open letters, then good for you. Finally, if you're reading this form on a smartphone, what kind is it? It's unreleased BlackBerry prototype, since it's a company. iPhone. Oh god. That was more of a joke part, but some of those are real. You do want to have some money, you do want to have a good plan in place for an arena, you do want to have a good market base, you do want to have a goal of winning a championship with the Stanley Cup, or you do want to have pretty much all of the above that I just mentioned there. That's for the NHL, though. I can't say how much it'll be worth, but you probably want to start a medium-sized market if you're starting a team, or just buy one. That would be actually a lot cheaper in my mind. In logic mind, it would. It looks like, well, the arena prices can like vary and all that stuff, but it looks like just the expansion fee. I'm not going to go over how much you would need to like actually start a team, but this is just the expansion fee. It's basically what I know is the expansion fee is all I know right now. The expansion fee would be about 500 million. And if you wanted to buy a team, let's see where that would be. Looks of the values, it could be anywhere from 1,500,000,000. I mean 1,550,000,000, not thousand. Sorry, 50 million. To $290 million to buy an NHL team. The Columbus Blue Jackets are worth 320. The Florida Panthers are worth. This is all in millions, by the way. So, yeah, 320 for Columbus. Buffalo is worth 375. Florida is worth 295. Winnipeg's worth 500. Not 500. 415. The Hurricanes are worth 420. The Predators are worth 425. 430 is the Colorado Avalanche. Ottawa is worth 435. The Islanders are worth 440. The Lightning are worth 445. The Calgary Flames are worth 450. The Jersey Devils are worth 455. The Anaheim Ducks are worth 460. The St. Louis Blues are worth 465. The Minnesota Wild. Yeah, Minnesota Wild are worth 490. San Jose is worth 510. The Dallas Stars are worth 525. The Oilers are worth 540. The Golden Knights are worth 575. The Pittsburgh Penguins, Schittsburg Penguins as I like to call them, are worth 650. The Washington Capitals are worth 725. The Vancouver Canucks are worth 735. The Red Wings are worth 775. The Flyers are worth 800 million. It's a lot more than what they should be worth. The Los Angeles Kings are worth 810. The Bruins are worth 925. 1 billion. 50 is the Chicago Blackhawks. The Montreal Canadiens are worth 1,300,000,000. The Toronto Maple Leafs are worth 1,450,000,000, and the Rangers are worth that 1,550,000,000. Those are all in millions, by the way. So yeah, so buying one is gonna set you back a lot. Probably not a lot more. It's probably gonna be more still to buy an NHL team. I mean, not. It's probably gonna be more to expand and start one than actually get one. But then you could actually not go to the NHL. You could just start one in the minor leagues. Let's see where this NHL is. No, it's somewhere. It should be here somewhere. Oh, here we go. It says that the rest of the roster plays under an essential contract. Each team is restricted by salary cap, which also takes care of housing and equipment costs. The salary cap limits team to payroll of $12,500 a week, and ECHL's expansion fee is $705. $7,500. No, $750,000. Ugh, man. So yeah, it's probably gonna set you back a little bit, even for an ECHL team. I don't know how much an AHL team would cost. Let's look that up. It says that, yeah, the ECHL's expansion would, I think it would be the same for the ECHL and the AHL. This is what it looks like here. And then there's an expansion in the C8. Wait, what the fuck? That's not even around anymore. Okay then. So yeah, that's it. I can't find AHL, but it looks like it's around that same as the ECHL. Let's move on to the MLB. Okay, so first let's start with buying an MLB team here. It says that the average MLB team is worth $1.645 billion, 7% more than the years before. So it says that at the average revenue and operating income, the earnings before interest, taxes, and depreciation and amortization for MLB's 30 teams were $315 million and 29 million. So it will put you back a significant amount of money to buy an MLB team. So let's go into how much would it cost to start one. Before I get into the money, I'm gonna do a little tips thing for you guys to give you the secrets to owning an MLB team or expansion. Is if you're a smart and misses market, so count what makes you as big as you can be. So basically start in a smaller market is what they're saying there, I'm guessing. Then how many professional collegiate programs would compete with an MLB club is to get into the population. This gets into population based per franchise and impacts the disposable income of your market. It has to spend on sports entertainment. A market that is already full of pro sports options or storied college brands offer challenges for sponsorships, season ticket holders, and single day ticket sales. So basically choose somewhere like Wheeling, West Virginia, or one of the smaller markets that don't really have that many teams. And how many Fortune 500 or 1,000 companies are in the market? Large corporations account for not only sponsorships but potentially large blocks of season ticket and suite sales. Your market needs more than just average fans, and the more large businesses the market are going to make that happen. Speaking of making yourself look big, how big is your television market? You want to have a decently big television market. Like Wheeling is probably the primed real estate for you to start one. No matter where in the U.S. you are, you're part of another MLB team's TV market because, away games and home games, like basically all teams have their own little television stations. And they're starting to look at property downtown for the ballpark. The hunt for room in the ballpark locations can be problematic depending on density, and finding locations where parking structures close to public transportation becomes more difficult. While you're out driving, start looking, and then when you find it, start thinking about how much money you have, which it can cost a lot of money, as we know. Let's see if there's an actual amount there. Nope. I don't see one. So the bits and pieces, binding average season ticket deposits in some ballpark and build it, and then they may come. Basically the ballpark costs, at least in 1990, I don't know about now, but was $252.43 million to build one. It's probably gone up a lot since then. But yeah, that's the secrets to it. Let's go into how much. Let's go over the process for expansion. The Players Association and the owners need to vote for the new markets to be approved. There's a formal process as to when this can occur. The Players Association has vested interest because things such as travel can come into play. The current labor agreement states that clubs have the right to expand the number of major league clubs by adding up to 2 new expansion clubs. Notice a decision to expand 2 clubs shall promptly give the Players Association may reopen the current labor agreement with reference solely to the effect upon the players that are involved in this expansion upon the giving of 10 days written notice. The expansion fees, yay! It says that because the Marlins were sold for $1.2 billion, it seems possible that as little as 800 million to $1 billion would be requested of each expansion team and expansion fees. It's really not as complicated as it sounds, so let's move on to basketball. Okay, so I'll be the first to admit I am not the biggest basketball fan on the planet. Like, I'll watch it if I have to, but it's not my preferred go-to sport. But it's pretty likely that the NBA will probably expand from what I'm hearing. So let's the cities that you might want to go to are San Diego, Mexico City, Louisville, Kansas City, Vancouver, London, Las Vegas, or Seattle. Now let's get into the costs, shall we? Trying to make this as freaking, I'm not trying to make this long for you guys. It says that, slow-paced games aren't really the thing anymore. It says in 2017-18, the 30 NBA teams generated $7.4 billion in revenue. The basketball-related income includes broadcast rights, advertising, merchandising, and concessions, among with other things. A TV deal is worth about $24 billion, and it's likely affecting the income and team operations like salary caps. A majority of revenue goes to the NBA and the subsidiaries, as a classic baseball-related income, BRI. This includes ticket purchases and concessions, TV deals which deliver the game's viewers' homes, and merchandising rights from jersey and apparel sales. Not included in BRI are proceeds towards expansion teams' fines levied through the season and revenue sharing. Because BR contributes to calculating the salary cap, revenue sharing must be excluded from BRI because it would present an economic advantage to big market teams. Hypothetically, a high revenue generating team such as the Lakers or the Knicks would drive the salary cap up, forcing small market teams to spend exorbitant amounts to retain players. This leads to an unsustainable system of economic disparity among franchises. As a result, revenue sharing is not designated as a basketball-related income. So ticket sales and concessions, licensing agreements and sponsorships, revenue sharing. The bottom line is that it can make you a lot of money, but international growth, it's growing internationally with at least 100 international players, and 30 teams had at least one international player. At least one. So try and find the money here. Money is the bottom line. Yikes. It's taking a long time to load. Okay, so let's try and find a amount of a price or something. I would not recommend trying to buy NBA teams. That's just gonna go bad for you. Let's try and find the money though. Nothing is telling me any kind of money. The to balance the league and attempt. So the fuck. Drafts, conference, don't give a shit. Just gosh, really? Okay, it's obviously not gonna give me, so let's pause. Okay, so I found one here. A new expansion team would cost about $1 billion for NBA. That's what I could find, so let's go on to the MLS, or soccer. Okay, so right here it says that the MLS has expanded the fee for, an expansion fee to $150 million. Now let's see how much it would cost Actually, I probably wouldn't recommend buying an MLS team either. It's probably gonna cost a lot. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.